Now I'd like to share with you the second part of the foundation, which is the practice of Vajrasattva. And if you have completed the first part, which is refuge, and before you begin to practice the second part, you have to follow exactly like how you have practiced the first part, which is refuge. And when you reach page 29, this is the way. This is the part where you begin to practice Vajrasattva. The practice of Vajrasattva is very, very important and essential because we know every day we engage in many kinds of act of non-virtue. The result will be always pain and suffering. So, in order to eradicate such act of the effect of act of non-virtue, practice of Vajrasattva is recommended by so many highly accomplished gurus. Therefore, even in Ngondo, in order to accomplish one's goal, one must eradicate all forms of the effect of the seed of suffering, which we committed through our act by the physical, mental, verbal act. Therefore, it is very, very important. So what we need to do first is, you have to sit comfortably and visualize that, this place is a very special and unique place of somewhere like in Pure Land. And from nothingness, one has to visualize that once on our crown, the beautiful lotus and mundus, where then you have to construct Vajrasattva in the form of concert, white in color, of course, 2 arms, 2 legs, and 1 face. And then in the heart, you need to also visualize, Om, white in color, residing in our brain on white Dharma wheel, and R, red in color, residing on 8 red lotus petals in our throat, and Hum standing on white mundus outside our heart, but inside our heart there's another Hum, white in color, with circled by arranged anti-clockwise, rotates clockwise, the 100 syllable. And once you visualize yourself as a Vajrasattva, or from all these letters, the light radiates and invites the real wisdom Vajrasattvas, and then you have to maintain that you have that you are in fact Vajrasattva. Okay. And then from page 31st until page 34 is a part where you confess for all your wrongdoing, because in order to eradicate our act of non-virtue, we have to be sincere from our heart. We cannot just recite the mantra. One has to regret for all this wrongdoing, and only then we are able to gradually eradicate all this act of non-virtue. Therefore, it is very, very important. So you confess in front of triple gem and 3 road. And then what happens is, you can look at page 34, when you start to recite Vajrasattva mantra, it is arranged anti-clockwise. It rotates clockwise. When you rotate, the nectars will flow out, and enter from it flows out from the union of Vajrasattva and enters from your crown and fills up your whole body. And that's the moment all your impurities of body, speech, and mind actually comes up from your body in many different forms, like pus, water, sweat, insect. All this will dissolve into the earth, and the pure water flows back until the crown, and again it flows down. So during the recitation of 100 syllable, probably you may recite at least 21 times or 108 times. During the recitation, this is what you need to visualize and practice. And then if suppose if you want to recite 108 times, when the time comes, when you complete 108 times, and page 35, this is the time when you recite this part, you have to visualize that Vajrasattva accepts your apology, and Vajrasattva smiles at you and melts into a light and dissolves into yourself. Then what happens is you and Vajrasattva becomes inseparable. Okay, inseparable. And then page 94, as we have dedicated during the first Ngondo, during the Ngondo of refuge, you have to dedicate the same way. Then you have completed the second part.